if you watch a video, if you read a book, if you consume some content and then you don't change any of your behavior, then that means then you have learned nothing after watching the content. Really cool quote and insight which I got. So yeah, hopefully somebody might learn something from this video, and I don't know. Anyways, this video is just going to be a little bit of update, and yeah, I'm not going to be a little crybaby about this, but like you guys might have already seen the title of this video, which is failing. Probably the next few videos are also going to be failing with the same title, because yeah, a lot of entrepreneurship is just failing, or maybe learning. You could change the words: learning, winning, whatever, but failing. So from the last week or so, I've been doing just a little bit of like things which I didn't want it to. So it just like bad behaviors which do not contribute to my goal. Which were like watching Instagram reels, doing bullshit, blah 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 blah, and whatever. Not going to fucking sit here and be emotional about it. Oh, I'm so angry now. I'm hate myself. Whatever. So like this is how I'm going to solve this problem for myself, and this is like for one sake I just want to fuck off with this procrastinate or whatever problem for once and for all, and just I don't want to like just like be on this level one, like be on this, stay stuck on this level. I just want to go and push through and have more problems in my life which are related to business, skill related problem, which is skill issue. And again, like this problem is also skill issue. Anyways, I watched a video about theory of constraints. So you guys might not know about it. I'm gonna tell you. Theory of constraint is basically that an entre- okay, theory of constraint in the basis of entrepreneurship. Okay, so there are mainly three things which are there is one of three things which is like stopping you from going to the next level in your entrepreneurship journey, and that is basically either your skills, either your beliefs, or either your character traits. So like if you guys might have already heard it, but if you don't know, like it's the skills could be actually doing the thing. But okay, hold on. Those three are the things which if you actually go ahead and properly define it, but skills, character traits, and beliefs, they are actually just skills. And when I say skills, I define skills as behavior which is trainable. That's it. Like if there's a behavior and it can be trained but it can be trained by someone, like it can be done by someone, then that is a skill, like something which is learnable, right? So that is a skill. So a belief can be learnable, so that is also a skill. A character trait is basically set of behaviors, so they are also learnable, so they are also skills, whatever. So I was thinking about this, and like I was really fucking struggling with struggling means it just maybe potentially to, because one of it is just I don't know shit, which is ignorance problem. So I feel like I know enough, and even if I don't know enough, I don't really give a fuck. Which is like I don't really give a fuck if I know enough about work or not, because all I know is the only thing which matters is just stacking up evidence and believing, and just basically just fucking getting shit done. Honestly, like just get it done, bro. Fuck. Yeah. So I was just like watching this video from Hormozy about like the title is this one thing will make you a better entrepreneur. If you guys want to watch it, you can. So he talks about the theory of constraints, and the last constraint which I talked about was character traits. So character traits are basically like the example of character. Let me tell you. So example could be empathy. Like you as an entrepreneur having empathy, so obviously you won't need it on a smaller level, but when you are on a bigger level and you have a team and everything, then you might need empathy to talk with your employees, and maybe I don't know, but like I'm guessing. Okay, maybe it could be loyalty, maybe it could be work ethic, maybe it could discipline, maybe it is focus, anything. So if you have the character trait, if you don't have the character trait, the system which you will grow to a certain limit, but then you will actually just get stuck somewhere. So for me, I feel like my biggest constraint in my life is just my biggest constraint for me is just like my work ethic and the fact that I just can't push forward with the things because yeah, that is it. Like, nothing else. If I can just start doing the shit and just do crazy amount of volumes, then I don't need to have a lot of knowledge, which I do have a lot of. Okay, I feel like I know a decent number of stuff right now, which obviously I'm going to prove myself wrong in the future by knowing more stuff and then still feeling like I know nothing. But again, it's whatever. So for me to just build this discipline thing, here's how I'm approaching it. Okay, I actually made some notes on my phone about this. So guys, I might nothing. So the thing is, how do you develop a character trait, right? And yourself as a person, you don't develop a character trait. You just act in accordance of what the person with that character trait would actually do. So, for example, if you want to be a disciplined guy, you don't become disciplined, you have to act disciplined. You have to think to yourself, okay, what will a disciplined guy do, and you have to keep on doing those behaviors again and again and again up until the point which like when you can look back and you can see to yourself, oh, I do a lot of disciplined behaviors a lot of times, so I guess I am a really disciplined. So obviously it takes time. And one more thing which I learned about character traits is it's not binary. It's not whether you are disciplined or you are not disciplined. It's a continuum. Like how disciplined are you, how loyal are you, how honest are you, or how empathetic are you, things like that. How focused are you, right? Like what kind of business level opportunity can you reject for the thing that matters the most, things like that. So for me, what this is my approach with it. Okay, I am going to, and this is really fucking scary. And the thing is, guys, you guys might not know this, but this channel, the people who watch this channel are generally just people who, like I feel like a lot of people from high school, or people like who actually know me in real life watch this content, and they don't know they don't know shit. Like the person they know is the guy that I was 2 3 years ago probably. And that guy, I like that guy and me is like really really different. And like I cannot just say this properly without sounding fucking arrogant, I think. But you could, in short terms, you could say I've grown. And the people who 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 do watch me, or the classmates which I had from the area that I lived in, or from the area that I live in, is like they watch me and they are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Which I and then it was one of the reasons which I was like just avoiding making this video, which I was just talking about my failures and what is going on. Because yeah, I was just like, I was afraid of the opinions and judgments of the people who are not thinking about me most of their most of the time. So whatever. If you're a guy who is thinking about like making these kind of videos, just documenting your life, just do it, bro. Just do it. Like who are you even afraid of? The people, the judgment of the people who, like the judgment of the people who are not even thinking about you most of the time, and maybe who are also going to die in the next 100 years. Who gives a fuck, right? So yeah, again, again, like on a side note, I actually want the future audience that I will have in 5 10 years to watch this shit, to watch my failures, not just see me winning, but actually see naked struggling with simple things like procrastination and shit like that. So for me, here's what I'm going to do. For you to do a behavior, you need to understand that okay, you have already done this behavior before, so you will know that you have evidence for the fact that you have done something similar before. So for now, I do a lot of behaviors which I don't want to do, which is things like I just waste a lot of time on Instagram reels, or just on my phone. Instagram reels, I think that's one, and that is it. A lot of it is just inaction and like not doing shit. So honestly, watching Instagram reels doesn't really serve me, and it doesn't really give me any profit, except for the fact when I'm actually working and talking with people, connecting, something like that. So that can be valuable. I don't really do that through Instagram anymore. So I'm just thinking of removing Instagram entirely. The the mindset which I've just gone through is not using Instagram as a behavior. Yeah, like avoiding a behavior is also a behavior. So I just thought to myself, okay, what is the evidence that I can do that? So the evidence that I can do that is just like this thing, which is I have this is again fucking embarrassing to talk, but whatever. I just know this, but I have not masturbated from a fucking long time, like 2 3 years. I just thought to myself, like, what a fucking pussy act to do, and I just decided to not do that. And yeah, 2 3 years. So like I just stopped that behavior entirely. So with that evidence, I can actually just like stop using this phone, and I can just remind myself, if I can stop that behavior, that I can also stop this behavior. But it takes time. It takes time, and it takes evidence. And the evidence actually just comes if I just keep reminding myself, okay, one day, one more day, one more day, things like that. Or maybe not even counting days, but just like accepting the fact that, okay, I don't want to be associated with wasting time on the fucking phone. Anyways, that's not even important, but that's something, because you need to fucking stop doing things before you can actually start doing things. The second thing is just actually doing the work and actually developing the work ethic. So I thought to myself yesterday in the morning at 5 6 8 a.m. I don't even know, 8 a.m. probably. I was just lying on my bed and I thought to myself, okay, what is work ethic? Like, what evidence do I have that I have had a really strong work ethic, right? So I actually like before you talk about work ethic or anything, like we need to define words first, right? So when I say work ethic, what does it actually mean? For me, it actually just means, okay, I do work, and I basically do work all the hours of the day. And it basically means I basically am doing a lot of volume of work. Simple, like I'm doing a lot of volume of work. In general, I'm doing work that is pushing the needle forward. So in my life, has I been doing it in the past? Actually, yeah, like when I was going to the gym and I was going to college and doing shit and like whatever, I was doing a lot of it. And like I was going waking up at 4:30 a.m. and then going to the gym at 4:45, going to the gym, staying in the gym up until 6:30 or 6:45, and coming home and doing this shit and blah blah blah. So getting work done and being productive. So if I have done that for a long enough time, or I was like for a long enough time, then maybe I can also fucking do this thing again and again and again, which is again this like this shit sucks. And I'm not complaining whether it like I'm not complaining. I don't want to complain about this shit, because it has to suck, because good, it sucks, because then nobody would do it. And the thing which makes it valuable is just the sucking of it, which nobody wants to go through and nobody wants to do it. And like it's the only way. And honestly, after this video just gets fucking uploaded, I'm just going to get straight to fucking creating more evidence over the type of person that I want to be. Just creating that identity of myself. Here's 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 like this is exactly the process which I'm going to do again. Just seeking more evidence over the type of behavior that I want to do. So I want to actually, so that is the whole thing. Okay, so for the person watching this, I actually want to tell you how I actually got through this conclusion. So I was watching this video for Mozi, and actually, like, you might find this interesting. Okay, so he used to sell weight loss memberships, and a lady would come through, and the lady would say to him, I haven't gone to the gym in the like 7 years or something like that. I haven't worked out in really, really long. And he would say, oh, that's amazing. So you already have the character trait of consistency. So we don't need to do a lot of work. We just need to like just flip that, and like you already know how to like be consistent at doing something. So obviously it's a bit funny because whatever, but like he's correct because like she's already consistent at doing this behavior, so it just means that she can just flip it, or like she can just decide, okay, I am like I am consistent at doing a behavior, so I can be consistent at doing another behavior. Yeah. So and also with the discipline thing, you can just ask yourself with the fact that, okay, have I done behaviors? Okay, let's define terms. Discipline for me, as I define it, is doing things which you don't want to do, which you really don't want, like just doing things regardless of emotion, just that. Okay, being disciplined, especially when you don't want to do. So if you think about discipline that way, you just need to think of yourself, okay, when was the time did when I actually did things when I didn't want it to. So you can think to yourself in your like life, okay, when did I not like when was the time when I actually did those behaviors. So if you can think about it, awesome. If you cannot think about it, you need to just think of the losses that didn't happen. So for example, like just the masturbation one, which I actually used, which is, if you're a guy who genuinely fucking watches porn every single day, and generally like used to watch porn every single day, or like just used to go to gym every single day, and then you, what was I saying, and then you stop, that you already like, that you have the character trait of being consistent at something, which is, okay, I was watching porn every single day, so that means I can, that was a behavior which you used to do, so that means I can also do this behavior, which could be going to the gym now every single day. So you can just like flip it in your head, and you can just tell yourself, okay, I did that, so that means I can do this thing too. Now the thing is, when you actually do that, it's going to suck. I'm not saying this to you, but I'm saying this to myself. It's going to suck, and it sucks for a reason, because the extinction curve, the curve in which when you're about to get the reward, it's like a little bit long. So you could start going to, for example, a different example, you could start going to the gym. You could go to the gym for 1 day, and nothing will happen. You will get no reward. You could do it for 2 days, nothing will happen. Five days, 20 days, probably nothing will happen. But if you go to the gym for 200 days, like, you will get a reward out of it, and when you actually do get the reward, you don't have to be motivated to actually do the behavior, and that at that time you can just actually just label yourself as a guy who goes to gym goer, gym bro, something like that. And like me personally, I like to label myself as an entrepreneur, but when I actually do these behaviors, I can just label myself as a disciplined guy, or as a entrepreneur who has a really strong work ethic, stuff like that. Anyways, this was my plan, and yeah, just leaving notes, which is, thoughts aren't true, feelings don't require action, things aren't good or bad, they just are. Our greatest enemy is ignorance. That is whatever. Our actions, not our past, define who we are. Yeah. And one more thing, if you want to change a behavior, change your environment rather than trying to change yourself. Alright, homies. Bye bye. Not homies, but bye bye.